Hello and welcome back to another Fate Granddaughter video. So yeah, let's continue with Ordeal Go. Last time uh, we dealt with Castor and his master. But in the end they were still alive, and the mysterious servant then revived the Castor of Master Makirizoken. I think that's what happened, but let's see. Section 7. Dull pain is never seen. Reconstruction. Okay. Ah, I swear, where in the world did he go? And just when I wanted to ask him about his mark on my hand, about this mark on my hand, getting hot all of a sudden too. I mean, I'm sure it's no big deal. He didn't act like he never wanted to see me again or anything. But if he got pissed off and left because he thought I said something mental or whatever, that's just going to be even more depressing. Then again, maybe I really did say something like that earlier. And if I did, who could blame him for leaving? Prime AI. Well, yes, it's time for a regular replenishment. Okay, go ahead then. I'm not sure what I'm about to say feels like admitting defeat. But since this approach clearly yields greater efficiency and increased motivation, it's completely logical to pursue it. Yes, completely logical. What I'm trying to say is, are there any more of those new materials around? The ones Lancer calls cooking. Aren't you guys always saying you don't need any fancy tricks? That a stable energy supply is all that matters. That's what we thought, yes. That is, we still do. But now that we have experienced the unidentified buffs that came from that cooking, we would prefer to have it again if it's an option. I would stress that this is a completely logical conclusion. So maybe this is what they mean when they talk about having a discrimination discriminating plate. Prime AI, you are the master of Lancer who is capable of this cooking. So we were wondering if you might have gained a similar ability yourself. Me? I don't. Hopeful staring. Cute blush. Fine, I'll give it a shot, but don't get your hopes up. There. But all I did was throw the materials together and convert them, so I don't know if it actually tastes good or not. Oh, I think this is a new different kind of cooking. Could you tell us the name so we can add it to our database? I think it's called Ratatouille. I'm not sure though. Hmm. Registration complete. Alright, time to resupply. Wait, you add a dash of this powder and you add two dashes of this one. Understood. We'll do that. Hmm. I see. This is. Wait, don't say anything about it. I know it's terrible compared to his cooking. This is just a stopgap. Something I threw together as a diversion because you guys were starving for whatever cooking you could get. So please don't pay how it tastes any mind. Why not? Seems perfectly decent to me. Well, Lancer, when did you get back? just now, and the first thing I noticed that was that something smelled tasty. You are a proper good cook yourself, master. Look, forget about being nice. Just tell me what you really think. Already did. It's perfectly decent. Really, it's not bad at all. Compared to your cooking, decent might as well be worthless. I wouldn't say that at all. I agree. Since you ordered us to be honest, we'll give our responses numerically. Your cooking scores a passing grade of 231 points in total. Congratulations. I'm not sure what to say to that since I have no idea what the top or average scores are. That aside, master, I should have known you'd be able to cook it too if you set your mind to it. That honestly, that honesty, what's most surprising to me. That that's honestly what's most surprising to me. Well, I am technically the prime AI of Keep, apparently, and I saw the way you converted and processed those other materials, so I figured I could at least make something with them. Most of all, those these AIs really wanted to replenish their energy via cooking. So on a whim, I thought I'd be better to try making something. Uh, if I'd known you were going to come back, I never would have made anything so slapdash. Replenishment complete. Thank you for thank you for the delicious meal. I can confirm that our new tastiness satisfaction level has gone up. It may not have reached a new max level, but it is definitely enough to satisfy us. We are going to begin a detailed analysis comparing all the ways your cooking compares to Lancer's. But after seeing the way you were glaring at us, we have decided it's not worth the risk. So you cook for them cause they asked you to, and they were mostly happy with what you made them. Sounds about right to me. Is the is this kind of thing normal with cooking? Completely normal. By the way, how come you had them each add a different kind of powder to their food? You saw that too. I was only making a few adjustments. I mean, I just made sense. It just made sense girl that a girl with leg fatigue and a girl with arm fatigue would need different tweaks to optimize their condition, right? I couldn't do much to improve the flavor, but I figured I could at least do that. Huh, her lack of confidence aside, she really pays attention to her teammates, doesn't she? Maybe her habit of keeping a diary allows her to have observational skill. What are you smiling about? Oh, nothing. Honestly, I was just thinking about how I misjudged you. Are you mocking me? I believe I'm being completely serious. Hey, there is still some food left over. This is perfect. That little taste I had earlier wasn't nearly enough, so I think I'll polish the rest of down the hatch. Wow, hey, that that cooking's not nearly as good as yours, right? So why would you? Who cares about that? You took the trouble to make it. Besides, you didn't turn down food someone else made for you. Oh, I've never seen that kind of vegetable before. So that's what it tastes like. Is this is this the kind of veggie you prefer, master? Hmm, it's a good flavor profile too. I could gladly eat this all day. Never mind that. Where did you go anyway? What have you been doing all this time? Oh, that. I just went to kill the casters, master. Huh? Wait, you're serious? Of course, I killed him myself. It was surprisingly easy. I didn't know for sure what became of Caster though. You're not the kidding type, so you really are serious. Then, let me double check the rules. Battle result: should an AI master die before their servant, the the victorious master is permitted to access the defeated master's AI core. This in turn awards the Prime AI's administrative privilege and any remaining command spell to the victor. Oh, that's interesting. If we defeat a master and if that master hadn't used a command spell, so we can take that command spell. And we also have the authority over the partition that he is controlling. Interesting. So, did you bring this core then? Bring his core then, huh? Honestly, I have no idea. Right, of course you didn't. Don't. I wonder what's going to happen now. Did we break one of the rule? What will the overseer say about this? Or maybe things are set up to happen automatically. I just don't know. Something on your mind? Your brows more furrowed than usual. Maybe some of your food'll cheer you up. Absolutely not. That's the last thing I need. Ha ha ha. Fine with me. I know I'm the one who suggested it, but I don't think my pride could take it if you liked your own cooking more than mine. Alright, now that I know more about your preferences, I'm going to try cooking up with another new dish, coming up with another new dish. And now that I have taken care of the regrets with my prep work, I'm sure I can make something that'll really speak to you this time. Regrets, I wonder, all this guilt and uncertainty I have inside me. Is it even possible to make it go away? Hmm, okay. We are learning more about the Lancer's master. Again with no battle. Hmm. Okay, let's just cover this up and done. All you have to do is take it easy for a while. Thank you. It's not much, but please accept this as a token of gratitude. As a token of gratitude. Are you sure I wouldn't have minded waiting until you were all better? But thanks. Next. It's okay. You don't have to come to me. Just lie down right there. I'm going to have to take your consciousness offline for a bit to work on you. Don't worry though. Everything will be just fine. Okay, here we go. Phew. Nice work there. Taking a short break. Good idea. It in the long run that will definitely improve your operational efficiency. You should let the type R's who come to help handle the things here for a while. Thanks everyone. You have been a big help too. I thought we were doing so well, but I guess it's no surprise such a huge monster did so much damage. Hey, at least it's better than if we hadn't done anything, right? I agree, we were clearly able to substantially reduce the amount of harm done. Otherwise, it's quite possible there would be no injured AI to treat at all. I know, but even so, I still feel terrible that this happened. I know it's Repair's duty to fix anyone who's damaged, and I'm completely fine with that. But it doesn't mean I want anyone to get hurt. You know, I was thinking, family is supposed to be the people who are most important to you, right? And building a family means adding more important peoples to your life, right? That's true. Whenever I imagine those people getting hurt like that, it makes my stomach get kind of tight and twisty. So if I get my wish granted and every everyone becomes part of a family, then this terrible feeling I'm experiencing now might get even worse if they got hurt. Yeah, you may be right. All the more reason to make sure they never get hurt. But there is only so much you can do to prevent that. Love and pain are two sides of the same coin. You can't change that, no matter how much you might want to. We are connected. We form connections out of love. And it's because of those connections that we feel others' pain as our own. It is a simple, immutable truth of life. Love hurts. So, what are you going to do now? Give up on your dream of making a big, happy family? No, I don't want to do that, not at all. Even if families aren't all positive, maybe some, maybe more so knowing that. I know I'll need to be ready to deal with pain. I know I'll need to learn to accept that there may be hardships, but even so I feel as though I have to find people I can call family. I see. Okay, that's enough resting. Time to get back to work. We have barely had any time to catch our breath, so that we were able to take a break at all would indicate that the of quantity of AI indicate quantity of AI approaching us for help is decreasing. Maybe it is time to conclude our rescue effort. No, not yet. I'm sure there are plenty of other girls out there who still need repairs. Although that said, I guess there could not be as many proactively con- contracting repairs anymore. Contacting repairs. How does the how does that square with what you just said? AIs are fundamentally programmed to reward help from other AIs using Raniment. So I doubt injured ones without much Raniment to spare would actively seek us out. Even if they happen to see someone from repair, they probably feel as though they can't ask us for help. I mean, it's not impossible for them to approach us, but they'd need to go through a bunch of red tape first. That's why we need to go out and approach them ourselves. It'll be a hassle, but it's the only way we don't be stupid. This is no time to go trap trapsing about. Berserker, where have you all where have you been all this time? I had my own things I need to take care of. You say you need to focus on treating those who have raniment and put everyone else off till later. That's no way to run a country. We have to do something to fix it. Which is why I made this AI specific contract chips. It's a compressed file containing mutual binding contract program that allows the deferral of raniment payments. All we have to do is now all we have to do now is to hand these out to the injured AIs so they can all get a copy. Okay, so basically loaning them. That way even those without a single raniment to spare can get their treatment they need immediately. How did you come up with an incredible idea like that, Berserker? Did you hit your head or something? Ridiculous. An upstanding noble would do the same. Aren't I always telling you that what a savvy intellect general I am? I finally get a chance to prove it. That's all. No need to fawn all over me for it. Ha ha ha. At any rate, this'll help us treat a lot of AIs more quickly. I'll pass this around to the repair girls and make sure they get into the hands they need. Looks like we are going to have our work cut out for us again. I can't wait. Okay. Hey General, sorry to interrupt while you are patting yourself on your back, but say, it says on the back of this receipt that this definement of Renewment payments are 1.4 times the standard rate, including interest. Were you aware of this? What? What do how did you how did that get there? Oh yes, very convincing. So you snuck in an exploitative contract to take advantage of AI. The fact that this increased rate is barely reasonable only makes it worse. You are an utter slime ball, aren't you? Is your head all Duryodhana or something? Still, I will say it's nice to meet someone who already got one foot in the door of hopeless depravity. Wait a second, did you just use my name as an insult? This is very stupid decision on your part. What's wrong with it? There is there is a difference between equality and impartiality. If you do special things, you have right to special compensation. That is not what I mean. Ayush may not have noticed your little stipulation earlier, but she is a prime AI, so is bound to catch on soon. Once she has, it will be easy for her to override those changes. So the reason I said your decision was stupid is that you clearly did not think how she would react to trying to take advantage of the injured like this. Berserker, what is the meaning of this? Hmm. Lucky for me, she is busy there. No way she's going to set everything aside just to punish me. On which note, I'm out of here. Just tell her something about how I was concerned about her working too hard. That I let my kind and honest desire to make sure she was fairly compensated get the better of me. Got it? Got that. Ah, what a scumbag. He really is just as bad as I heard. You think I kinda like very human. Seems like it'll be easy to push him into depravity. He's definitely not shy about what he wants. Oddly enough, I still find him endearing. Yes, that's true. He's very easy to read in that sense. So, in short, whew, whew, oh my, oh, my favorite sash is getting torn. Is it all the running or maybe the battle I have been fighting? Ah, damn it. I'll need Ranuman to weave a replacement too. Well, I guess I'll just I'll just fold it and cover it up for no. Um. Hmm. Hey, you there? Looking like you might collapse at any moment. What an eyesore! And I don't like how loosely your arm is hanging either. Is it broken? Ah, I I don't want to see that. Here, take this sash. Use it to make a sling for your arm. Then go see repair and give them this chip. You're worried about Raniment. Of course, I didn't expect to make any profit of a dirt poor thing like you. That's what the chip's for. Now, go on. Get out of here already. I'm a busy man, you know. Eh, I guess the contract might be rewritten, but at least the standard Raniment amount is better than nothing. Sorry about that. Just give me a moment, I'll be back. Okay, let's get back. Besides, I was just thinking it was time to get rid of the that old sash and look for a new one. He usually is a bad guy, but I don't think that's all he is. I really, it really seems to me he's not so bad all the time. Hmm, okay, okay, a battle. Oh, builder here as well. Those must be type builds type B AI. So that is how they are going to rebuild the city. If they are finished if they are finished healing AIs and have moved on to repairing buildings. Maybe it is time to dismantle the field hospital. Negative. I believe we will still require its presence for some time. Hi DX, how come you we can't dismantle it yet? Answer: to preserve the status quo for active type Ds. We must be able to protect the wounded in the event a standard threat appears in the area. But we do not currently have enough type Ds to do so, as many of them are currently injured. But if AI is requiring protection continue to gather in one place, then we can keep them safe with a minimum personnel. Excuse me. Hmm. Okay. I have been informed via intertype comms that a group of standard threats bugs has appeared nearby. Given our present personnel shortage, this unit must deal with them. Looks like she's pretty busy. We have more free time now, so we'll help too. Let's go. Thank you. Well, there is nothing much for us to do here with Ayush and the other type R's handling everything anyway. So, fine. By the way, what were you doing while that monster was racking everything? I figured we'd see the head of security at least once or twice in all that. Report: I was guarding the central governor area in front of the church. It was a special high priority mission. Hmm, is that so? Well, I guess that makes sense. The higher up someone is, the more they want to make sure they stay safe. Everyone else be damned. Negative. I was not active on the governor's request. It was simply my role as this system. Yeah, yeah, we got it. You sure are delected doll, aren't you? Anyway, let's get going. Malicious data detected. Initializing disposal with help from collaborators. Preparing for situation. Okay.
やはり私がいないとダメなんだから。好き放題はち切れそうでしょ。都合でよくダメ
うまい手を考えよ
ははそうかそうか。驚くのよ。タイムスケールクリッとねじる。さあ行くぞランムフルワー使ってあげましょう。
なあ、僕の力じゃないさ。
完全放牧よろしく。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんものまあ驚くのよ。タイムスケールグリッとねじる。さあ行くぞランムフルワーキ。仕事とはいえ私も女ですので、実利成績そして趣味を優先で楽しませていただきましたわ。
Situation resolved. Well, that was easy. You sure you needed our help for this? Hey, better safe than sorry. Apologies. I have just received report of another threat spawning near group. This unit must go deal with the new situation, but if you don't mind, do not mind. We'll accompany you. We have already come this far. Once again, thank you. This way, please. Hang on. Where are you guys going? Huh? Are you already done? Well, no, not completely. But I have been thinking about it and I realize there are probably more damaged AI in other places too. Some of them probably ran towards Grow, so I thought I should check around there too to be sure. Then, your timing is perfect. We were just about to head to Grow to examine some pests. That's great. We'll come along too. Then, there really is nothing better than an honest day's work, so no more weird contracts. Got it? Yeah. You don't have to tell me again. I'm too worn out to even argue. I guess she tracked him down and really let him have it. Okay. The current is flowing well, without issue. It just needs more time. Time for it to exist and come to life as new personality. Once it has, it won't be long before the Holy Grail War resumes. It must resume. There is a light I seek at its end. It is the reason I use a Holy Grail War. Hmm. Everything I do for my love. Okay. Interesting. Who could that be? 5 AP. Hmm. Why is he here? Okay, this spot should work. Come on, we are getting off. Yes, master. Now, which way is it? Let's check the coordinates. A little further in that direction. Here we go. Okay, first plant this here. Master. Yep, I'm aware. I see. Then I await your orders. So he won't even move to fight things like that on his own, huh? Is it just slacking off No, that's not that. It's not that. Okay, Shadow Servant. That's not a bug. It must be one of the shadows we have been hearing about. Either way, I don't really want to handle it on my own. Get rid of it, Ryder. As you wish. Is it just me, or is he doing his best to strike a perfect balance between standing out and blending in? Okay. Hmm.
我が仮面にかけて行くぞ。
Generic caster shadow.
行きます。
Oh,
いかがでしょうか。行きます。はっ、受けます。はっ、受けます。はいや。せい。とう。好奇心は猫を殺す。はっ、受けます。はいや。せい。とう。好奇心は猫を殺す。
no winning code. That's interesting. Why? Hmm. Now, I see. I'm starting to get an idea of what's going on here. I'm sure these things really are spawning randomly, but of course, there has to be a reason for it. The question is, what is it? Let's try adding in the coordinate system elements I was already researching. Hmm, they might just fit together better than I thought. But I still need lot more information to be certain. Okay, we are done here. Take me to the next point. Yes, master. Hmm. You'll probably never ask unless I say something, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. You want to know what I'm doing, right? As you can see, I'm making a map. Well, I guess it's more that I'm making something like a map. Alright, go ahead. You may ask any question you like about what I told you. You have my permission. A map. You are a prime AI. Prime AI. Do you not have a map of this world already installed within your memory? Good question. Alright, you don't like that sort of praise, do you? Then I'll just say it's a normal question. It makes sense you'd be wondering about that. The answer is simple. As you can see, this map is meaningless. But that's also exactly what's important about it. I'm looking at functionality, not lay of the land. Why is this world shaped the way it is? What is the significance of that shape? No more blade like my, no mere blade like myself need to be concerned with such questions. Well, don't you sound happy about it? That anyway, I think I'm close to figuring something out after matching my findings to that shadow. I don't know whether it'll rain on that day or not, but I have got the fireworks I plan to launch all ready to go. So I should be able to move around more freely from now on. All a horse is a better vantage for observation on the go than a motorcycle. I'm glad you use horse rider. I'm counting on you to keep giving me lifts as you wish. Speaking personally, nothing would make me happier than to be treated merely as a loyal vehicle. You really are a stranger, aren't you? Not that I mind. You are very helpful assistant. That is who I am. Okay, that's who I am. What a joke. Without the slightest change in his expression, he asked himself, who am I? It's a question that's been bothering him ever since he was summoned. Gao Shangjong, Changong, a warrior, a member of the Northern Qi imperial family, a general, a masked hero, the prince of Langling. All of those things are true, but that isn't the whole story. The man he is now steadfastly rejects the self looming before him. That's how it has to be. As long as that self doesn't come to pass, nothing else matters. The problem is, all his other selves seem to seem set to inevitably lead lead to that one. They are all connected. So he must cut them off here and now. He must be Gao Shenggong, the the furthest iteration possible from the dreaded future self. Those other selves must be cut away. And so he is neither a warrior, nor a general, nor a masked hero. He has vowed to do whatever it takes to avoid moving forward, even if it means turning to evil and becoming an coward, abject coward. Okay, so Saber is also not a single person. It's probably similar to what happened to Coster. So, Saber is also an alter ego with multiple different personas combined into a single servant. Could be. Who am I? I can't even count how many times I asked that question now. I'm sure I asked it even before I was summoned to this world and when I lived on that formless island. I'm not even a hero, nothing more than a sworn enemy of humankind. I am an anti hero. Island. That's why this monstrous self of mine has so many different meanings to it. But now, I'm here with a golden sword. What kind of me is this? Okay, Saber's thoughts. Golden sword, the what's it called? The island where they were banished to, the Gorgon sisters. What do I think? What do I wish for? What do I regret? What am I looking for? What am I fondest of? And what am I most afraid of? I know the answers to those questions. That's exactly why I'm doing this. This was a mistake. I should never have been summoned by her. Okay, Saber and Sakura's perspective. Here, more reinforcement material for the construction. Thank you. Much appreciated. You don't have to thank me. I'm just following Sakura, my prime AI's orders. Report. That concludes your exam results. There should be no issue with going about your usual activities, but talking, taking your master status into consideration, I think you'll need to do something about this soon. I recommend discussing this matter with Repair's Prime AI. Would you like me to request a consultation from our intertype comps? Oh no, that's okay. You don't need to go that far just for me. Why not? That's kind of difficult to say. I know myself well enough to say I'm not sure this is the kind of problem that can be fixed by talking with her. That is true. It's possible that this issue is beyond our ability to repair. That's arguably how it reached this point, right? And that means I'd just be adding to her worries for nothing. I don't want to do that to the one who saved my life. And besides, there is another much less complicated reason. A part of me wants to keep trying, even if it means I end up disqualified. I guess you could say that's my egoist side at work. So please, don't say anything about this to Ayush or to Saber. Of course, every type R swears an oath to keep our patient's privacy. Hmm. Okay, I'm back. What did your test results say? Fine. She said I should have no issues with my daily life at all. Right. Yes, that's correct. At least in regards to your daily life. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I'm done helping build. Is there anything else you want me to do? I think that was the last urgent task for this time being. For the time being. Thanks, Saber. You don't have to thank me. That's my job to do what you tell me. That's all. Even so, I'm still genuinely grateful. If you hadn't fought for us, we would we would never have been able to return to Gru. I know there aren't as many of us as there were before, and our facility were a little damaged. But the important thing is I can still live here with all the other type Gs again. I'll be able to keep sowing seeds for a long time to come. That just makes me happy. Sakura, you have got it all wrong. The only reason this place was destroyed, the place you value more than anything, was because of the Holy Grail War. He almost lost all that for good because of servants like me. Don't forget that. Hell, it's partially my fault this happened. You shouldn't thank me for solving a problem I created. Why are you so? Alright, I wanted to do something to thank you properly once we were back on our feet. Would you join me for a little bit, Saber? Like I said, you really don't need to thank me. But I'm in no position to refuse, so I'll go wherever you want. Hmm. Oh, picnic bench. This is it. Hey, what kind of place you think it is? It's a hill. This side has a good view. It'll be easy to see an enemy approaching from up here. Though that also means we'll need to take extra precautions against snipers. The tree line there obscures visibility, so on this side we'll need to. Oh, Saber. Still, you're right about the view. I think this is the most picturesque spot in all Grove. It's my favorite little secret spot. There is always a great breeze blowing up here, so I was hoping you would like it too. True, I don't hate it. Right, I'm so glad to hear it. So you can sit down over here if you want. The materials growing from this tree make a great roof. It it's almost like a gazebo, don't you think? Come on, let's go relax there. Will there be a CG for this? No. You know all about the outside world, right, Saber? I mean, of course you do. I'm sorry, I just realized this empty scenery must pale in comparison. I mean, it's all artificial, right? You have only just realized that. I doubt there is anywhere in the world that isn't artificial. And besides, I think the island I used to live on was quite empty too. By comparison, this place might not be so bad. Really? I think so. Though I'm not sure, since I don't remember it very well. I love to hear more about it. We have never had a chance to talk about this kind of thing before. I told you, I don't remember it well. The only thing I really remember is my sisters. It's fine with me, I'd love to hear about them too. Why are you so obsessed with my past? Knowing it won't change anything. Yeah, that's true. I guess I was little overexcited earlier since even I'm not sure why though. Hmm, maybe it's because you are the first being I met who's just like me. And when two people are about the same age, the same gender, and in same positions, this is the kind of thing they usually talk about, right? We can't escape the fact that we are AIs. At the core, our connection conversations are just a functionality we perform because it's necessary. The type Gs and other AIs are all great, of course, but they are also programmed to do whatever I say. But you and I are on equal footing. So maybe it's just that you are the first being I have ever met who I don't immediately understand. And that's probably why I want to talk and learn about things like this, even if they don't matter. You do recall what I am now, what I am not an AI myself, right? Right, of course, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not making any sense. I know how pointless this was. I knew we shouldn't be bothering with it. And yet, seeing her shy face and feeling this inorganic wind that reminded me of the wind back home, here in this isolated place, must have done something to my mind. She sat down. Does that mean? So you really don't care what we talk about as long as we talk? Nope. I mean, I really am curious to hear more about your sisters, but yes, I'm happy to talk about anything. I need to be careful with what I say about my sister, otherwise, I would end up cursed. Really? Not sure. Okay then. What about your homeland? Well, okay, I don't think it'll be very interesting though. So, what's inside that case anyway? I've been wondering about it since we got here. Ah, oh right, I was having so much fun I completely forgot. These are what they called again. Ah, oh right, lunch boxes. These are lunch boxes. I saw in the database that when you go somewhere with a nice view, have a nice talk, and eat a nice lunch from a lunchbox. It's called a picnic, and it's supposed to be lots of fun. I wanted to give you one as a present, but I got so caught up in our conversation I forgot all about it. Okay, Sakura's lunch will probably be shown here, so. Here, this lunch is made up of more processed materials we got from Keep. I did my best to arrange them in something similar to what I think people call sandwiches. I made lots, so let's eat them together. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. A penny? You don't eat those, do you? It's just an expression. Don't worry about it. They look good. Oh, did you hear that? Is someone fighting nearby? It doesn't sound good. That's for sure. Come on, let's go take a look. Will it be our team or will it be the. Okay. Saber and Sakura. The Berserker and Assassin camps. And all the head of defendant. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a mission. This has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. So you are taking care of bugs, huh? We'll help too. Don't worry, getting rid of pest is all part of a running farm. Huh. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I thought it was Saber and not Saber, Rider and Liv. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Hmm? 戦いだな。好き放題扱ってお参りしていきます。
Oh, hello. I didn't see the chat, so yeah. Hi. Ah, this is going to be a problem now.
さて、ここからだ。
止まるというニュース。
Okay.
そうかそうか。はしたない母ですが、本気で怒るとこうなるのです。
I'm doing good. So yeah, I'm going through this OC1 story. It's definitely picking up. It's still in the building phases, so yeah.
ありがとう。頑張る。いい戦いも平和的に。テーセウスの鎧。
Oh,
こっちこっち。
why did you delete it? It should have been fine if you just deleted the game and saved the transfer code.
夜の帳、朝のひばり。誰だって夢くらいは見る。そう。どんなものでもね。
Okay.
覚えてより早い。
So were you that addicted to it, so you had to delete it?
いいとも。
Oh, exams in college. Understandable.
こっちこっち。それでは。
I think LB6 was released when I was in the middle of exam, so that was difficult to stay away and read all of LB6.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。
ちょっとかわいそうか。それでは。
ジェインが押して。無駄ですよ。はち切れそうでしょ。好き放題扱ってあげます。私の好きでしょう。新山幽谷経典同地泰山名宝天心地これぞ霊障天揺らすウトの鳴き声矢をよろずのノリとなり。
手作りですね。
ぴょんぴょんぴょん。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。
さて、ここからだ。
この
温かな
私が
夢の話。
ぴょんぴょんぴょん。もう降って消え
分かったよ。
That's quite sad.
誰だって今より少しだけ幸福になりたいんだろ。いいとも。ライライムグッドフェロー。ちょっとかわいそうかな。テーセウスの鎧。
無駄ですよ。 でカレーいい
気が
でしょ
してるけどね。
国家二重清掃の時間ですね。
行って行って。
生きている者がいれば私の社に愛玩の折にてたっぷり分からせますので。
Okay. Phew, I did it. Maybe that means I didn't need to worry about after all. Didn't need to worry about after all. Thank you for your assistance. No, not at all. Like I said, pest removal is a regular part of keeping fields. I couldn't just stand back and let someone else handle it. If I can help, of course I will. That said, I guess I do usually ask Defend for help whenever especially big pests show up. My point is, we were in the area so pinching in was no big deal. Anyway, I see you guys were all helping out too. I'm sorry I left without thanking you properly after Caster's monster disappeared. I just had to come back and see what became of Grow as soon as I could. Don't worry, it's totally fine. This place is right on outskirts of Grow, isn't it? It must be a lot of work to manage so much land all on your own. Oh, I wasn't actually here for work today. My favorite spot to rest isn't far from here. Um, if you'd like, you are all welcome to rest up there. You should be able to relax and replenish your raiment there. And I'll even have lunch boxes. Don't worry, I made plenty to go around. What do you think? I'm fine either way personally. I don't care whether the raniment's coming from that type D's or food from Keep. If I do some work, I just want a reward right away, before I forget. Well, we still have work to do, so I will not be able to join you. However, it looks like there are only few small stragglers left, so the rest of you are free to relax. I will give you some raiment now too, to thank you for all your help. Well then, I don't see why not. I'm sorry, Saber. I felt I needed to do something to thank them too, so before I knew it. Why are you apologizing? I think getting too friendly with them isn't the best idea, but you have already made your decision. It's fine. I'm just a servant in the end. Okay. So we are probably going to be having a picnic. The last node. Come on, don't be stingy. Give me some more sandwiches. Knock it off. Have you no sense of restraint? Restraint. I'm both a member of royalty and the greatest warrior to ever live. Why would restraint be part of any of that? Did you forget you're only here because Sakura was kind enough to invite you? Maybe I should kill you after all. It's okay, Saber, you don't have to kill him. Maybe you should slow down a little. You're getting crumbs all over yourself. Sticking out his cheek. Wordlessly replying with Vajra. Ah, fine. I guess I'll have to wipe your face then. I swear you are such a child. He really does enjoy his food, doesn't he? He really does eat like a kid, doesn't he? Well, I suppose the expression one makes when eating or sleeping has nothing to do with one's personality. I just hope no one is foolish enough to let the one fool them about the others. Okay, I'm done. But you just wanted more. I did want more, but I never said I'd eat it. Here, you can have it. In fact, have them all. Have another helping if those aren't enough. Maybe that'll finally get you growing a little. Oh, but don't grow any taller than the saver there. Okay, She's as big as you can get before you get into overgrown oaf territory. That's it. He dies. No, no, no. There is no need to need. There is no need for that. This can't be normal, right? I thought a thought crossed my mind. Who am I? I'm the prime AI of Grow, a master in the AI Holy Grail War. Saber named me Sakura. I'm here because I have a job to do. I need a I need to fight in the AI Holy Grail War to stimulate the system's reanimate circulation, thereby helping it recover its functionality. And yet, weirdly enough, it seems I have other desires besides that. I love this peaceful time, and I love this place, this home that enables it. I don't want to lose it either. Maybe that's my wish. Maybe that's what I should be fighting for. But what if I don't have to win this war for that to happen? What if those are things I can just enjoy like the wind blowing across the hill right now? Maybe I don't have to fight after all. Maybe I am a coward or defective. I don't know. All I know for sure, for some reason, all I really want is to protect this place where I feel at home. Am I the one? Am I the only one who feels this way? If I told someone else in my position about this, would they just laugh it off? For that matter, why do we have these wishes in the first place? Sakura, huh? Oh, Lancer's master is also here. Hey, wait, huh? I don't think that has anything to do with us. I don't sense Lancer anywhere nearby either. What are you doing here, Cerezera? Nothing. I just wanted to ask how everything turned out, especially since it looks like Lancer did something behind my back. So it was him. He killed Caster's master, probably. Anyway, I figured you were the only one who would know how things turned out and who I could actually talk to. I see. So we have you and Lancer to thank for getting rid of that monster. Yes, thank you too. Grow is saved and we are already working together to repair the damage. Oh, we are actually having a picnic or at least something like one right over there. You're welcome to join us if you want. No thanks. I'm not really cut out for something as happy and friendly as a picnic. I just wouldn't fit in. Well, I'd love it if you joined us. In fact, that sort of thing is my wish. Well, not mine. What is your wish then, Cerzera? There is no point in telling you, but I guess it can't hurt. I don't know much about it myself, and there is nothing I can do about it anyway. I have this constant feeling of guilt in my chest all the time. My wish is to make it go away. Everything I know now just makes it worse. So I don't want to be happy. I don't want to taste good food. I don't even want to win. All I really want is for someone to kill me or maybe punish me. Great, I actually said it out loud. I must be broken if this is the kind of thing I'm thinking. I'm not like you at all. That's why I am hopeless. Wait, huh? Are you okay? Sakura, I'm sorry I didn't get here in time. No, it's fine. I guess you must have been nearby watching over me. Thanks. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe I tripped and fell on my face. Like that when I tried to run. Are you okay? I'm fine. Look, this is my full of energy pose. Whoop. Anyway, I guess she just doesn't care for picnic and I don't want to force her to attend. So, what can you do? If only this natural tranquility could last forever, like the wind blowing through the trees. Except, I know that's not really true. There is nothing natural about this tranquility, and one day, this wind is going to come to an end. Oh, you're back. There is no need to rush. You could have taken your time. Something wrong? You look terrible. I am fine. It's nothing. I hope you're right. So, what's the situation? Did you learn anything valuable? Oh, yeah. It looks like you were the one who made that monstrous caster disappear. But aside from that, hmm? Oh, Lancer, are those. Whoa, whoa, what the hell is going on here? That this ain't what was supposed to happen. Stay close to me, Sakura. I don't understand. What are they doing here again? Oh, the tentacle looked somewhat different. Instead of being uniform, it had some tumors like substance. Okay, that was quite short compared to what I was expecting, so yeah, let's do 8 also. But before that, she believes she shouldn't have been summoned by Sakura. Her reason is dot dot dot. He described himself He describes himself not as a warrior, a general, or a masked hero, but as a coward. Hmm. Okay. She wants very much to protect Grow and she feels it is her home. That is her wish. She keeps. Okay. Cannot understand. Her wish is to do something with about that feeling. Hmm. Okay. Their function converting material into replenishment supply like energy bars for the AIs. Until now, the only directive was to maintain stable and high quality supply. However, after being exposed to Lancer's cooking, they seem to have been inspired to improve the taste of their products as well. Okay, they generally have a craftsman disposition, so they tend to be quieter than the other AIs. It is the same. Okay, let's continue. Section 8. Section 8. Malignant Reboot Firework. Okay. Rebooting 98%, 99%. Executing parameters, change verification program. Base nature unchanged. Individual capabilities adjusted. Appearance adjusted. Ethical limitations adjusted. Name unchanged. Entering final verification phase. Query following virtual manifestation. Who are you? Oh. These things again. They look little different. What are they doing here? Casters should have long gone. How the hell should we know? But they are here now, and we have got to deal with them. Get back, Master. It looks like you are all okay. I thought you sent these things after us. I could say the same. Stop that. This is no time to be squabbling. We all need to work together to get rid of these things quickly so no one gets hurt. Agreed? Agreed. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. Sure. I'll use some of the bronze apple. Okay. What are these things? Oh. It's those shadows again, but they seem different somehow. What? I think they are even stronger than they were before. I'm not sure, but I think there is something nasty inside it. It's still the same job for us. Yes, the new enemy does not seem to be hostile to the fiends, so It is probably part of the same faction. Come on, let us take them all out. It looked like bugs. So Zokin bugs. Hmm. Sure. Let's leave it at the same team.
お客様、獲物はあちらでございますね。はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。そのように。失礼、お前こちらの話を聞きます気が火薬のいい気もおしとやかに。準備いいですか？全然あった質量イコール破壊力です。どこにいようと逃がしません。お覚悟のほどよろしいですか？ひっくり返しましょう。
Hmm. These three are also here now.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。始めます。髪乱れてますね。
さてどこからだ。
火止めないでね。広域視点開始。そんなところにいたんだ。地面ごと叩き潰してあげる。地下メーカーに行ってこあなたに決めた。おしとやかに。
ありがとう。頑張るよ。
いるでしょう。大回帰。あくまで華麗に。我呼吸より来たり。地を作り天より見下ろす。これすなわち太陽なり。気持ちあはうインパクト。人間の火力ではどうあっても私には及びません。おとなしく我が社に入いいね。
Phew. I'm glad that's over. But what about the other areas? Is everyone else okay? Sorry, but I need to. I get how you feel, but this probably isn't the time to do anything stupid, like run off on your own. That goes for you too, Master. Huh? You there. Stop hiding and show yourself. Ha ha ha. You think I was hiding? Hardly my intention. Who? Who are you? Oh, what? You want to know who I am? I only just answered that question, but very well. I am the prime AI of Build, a master in the AI's Holy Grail War. My name is Makiri Zokin. Yep, the old Zolkin. And I am a mage. This is admittedly a rather heavy-handed means of intervention. But the Holy Grail War must resume. It must. For it is the only way to arrive at a single answer. The reason for a Holy Grail War's operation. For the Holy Grail War's operation. They execute the AEC method. AEC method. I think that was mentioned earlier as well. So, what is that? We still haven't had an explanation for that. So if you say, so if you are this, if you are, if you have got the same name, does that mean you are the same guy? How did you get so much wrinklier than the last time we saw you? Ha ha ha. Apparently, defeat. He ha ha ha. Apparently, defeated masters whose admin privileges aren't properly taken from them can be reused. Now, I am a different version of myself than I was. Perhaps that is the randomizer at work once more. While we are on this subject, we never checked to see whether Caster's spirit core was truly shattered, did you? Foolish, how very foolish. He may be half dead, but as long as he is not completely dead, I can still use him, like so. After all, it's not as though these things ever needed heart and mind of their own, did they? Caster 2. Searching memories. Result found. Overseer Rani Twill described the master of Caster's defeat as ceasing to function. She also said she had confirmed the colossal writhing fiend's disappearance, but she never said anything about Caster himself. We just assumed that was what she meant. Are you kidding me? Whose side is that crook on anyway? I wonder, did she intentionally fail to give us an accurate picture by withholding this information? Or did some quirk in the system simply rendered her unable to do so? Our next step will differ significantly depending on which is the case. What's this? That caster there doesn't quite seem like himself, does it? Guess that's not a huge shock since you said he was half dead. Don't tell me you think you can beat us in a grueling match with a servant who can barely stand. He apparently I awakened to a new ability when I was rebooted. So I would suggest you not make the mistake of assuming I am the same as when I last we met. Oh, okay. The worm design definitely is changed, let's just say. Worms. Be careful. This Ranivent infused code is just as powerful as the magecraft from our world. Hee ha 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 ha. This is good. No, Ricket, my head is much clearer this time. Now, I couldn't hold back even if I cared to. There were so many things my last self could and should have tried. For example, fusing casters familiar with worms. Or perhaps parasitically attaching the one parasitically attaching to one of the powerful constructs that swaggers about this world like a bug. I see. So this horrific cord of yours is what made this enemy stronger. However, it fails in every conceivable way in terms of functionality, aesthetic, and presence. If my father were here now, he would give them a failing grade, likely 0 points. Ha 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 ha. Who cares about how pretty they look? My last self was holding back. He was, he's still cunning in ideals and a small shred of sense of justice. He just could not divest himself of. On top of that, he was childish and vain, trying always to win with elegance and grace. That's why he lost. But I am not like that. I know that to achieve victory in the real world rather than some imaginary land of ideals, you sometimes have to sacrifice everything no matter how ugly it may be. For example, when one of your toys is on the verge of breaking but still has some use. Gah! Oh, the worms. You plant them inside him. You mean you infected your own servant with worms too? What else could I do? An empty vessel needed filling, and this is what I have. But that's not all. I'm holding nothing back. I now know is the I know now is the time to move hard and fast. By my command spell. Use that power as fuel to transform your body and open the secret door once again. Now go, my worms, my under unending taboos. Devour one another and grow once more. Yep. He's going to turn. Oh. Oh, come on, not again. Oh, what am I looking at? Is this going to be the same? Yep, it is the same thing, but animated this time. Okay. Oh, only 4 wives. Ha 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 ha. Now that I have used my worms to bind my own self to Caster and his noble phantasm, I can move far more freely than before. And now that I am inside it, I am no longer exposed either. Behold, a truly invincible servant. Now, come, serve as sustenance for my truth. Okay. Sakura, I'm giving you all the raiment I have, Saber. So please, please don't let anything happen to my hoe. Okay.
しょう。そのように。はい、NSS サービスです。いざ、お弁当作る。いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するもの。その極限を見せましょう。
Endurance battle. Reduce critical damage.
僕の力じゃないさ。
よろしくね。早起き。そうかそうか。驚くの？タイムスケール、グリッとねじる。さあ、行くぞ。南部、うわーき。トントントン。こうして、ザバー。ラーラー。
ちょっとかわいそうかな。
それ。自由に振る舞い。すごく母の
戦いも
強し。
平和的
はい。いつまでも小さくはないのです。生命とは成長するもの。その極限を見せましょう。
眠りは避けられないものだ。夜の夜朝の日張り、誰だって夢くらいは見る。どんなものでもね。気が引けるけどね。
こうしてザバー。この私がひょんひょんひょい。はいはいこちら。あ、これ無理ですね。なんで？
愛とともに。
Okay. What's wrong? Is that all you have got? That stupid smug son of a bitch. Is he going running away? Don't even think about running away, Berserker. I I wasn't. Okay. Sakura. Sakura. I'm sorry, but if only something happened to this place, to my home, well, I don't think I could take it. I I may not have anything left to give, but even so, by my command spell, you can use every last bit of raniment I have got, Saber. Just please, do don't let anything happen to this place. Sakura, this is no time for. Uh, oh, so you used your command spell. Too late. Much too late. If that was your plan, you should have done it before I transformed. Your only hope of defeating me now would be if you had something powerful enough to completely annihilate me all at once. And despite your extra power, it seems to me you still have nothing near that level. In fact, you have so few resources left to spare, it's all you can do just to fight. Am I wrong? No, he is not. We know what we need, but we have nothing capable of such incredible output right now. Kama is not that kind of servant. Even if Ayush were to use her command spells, Duryodhana's noble phantasm would only be able to expand its range, not focus its power to a single point. What else could we do? Can we do? I see. I can see the gears in your head desperately turning. It won't make any difference. You failed to defeat this earlier, didn't you? This time will be no different than the last would have without that cowardly assassination. So long as this monster continues to eat, it will expand infinitely. Nothing can defeat it. With this power, I will soon rule the world. Then I will reach the root. Yes, it's the same as before. No difference at all. But as long as you can see that there are plenty of ways to combat it. You only need to you only need a creative mechanism capable of generating sufficient instantaneous output even if it pushes the limit. Is that Liner, Rider's master? And he's not alone. Who are all those people, all those other people with him? So, on that note, gather around, you guys. Oh, yeah. S- uh, Enter the speedsters. Also, we are not guys, we are girls. What are you doing with all those type T's? I'll just come out and say it. Forgot the name of it, but the way Ryder's noble phantasm work is that he takes off his mask and shows his face. That boosts the ability of all the allies who sees it. In the AI's case, it activates and amplifies their raniment. But instead of immediately using that amplified raniment, I saved it, condensed it, and send it to this point in the future. But that should not be possible. It is for me. I can use void spells or codes in this case. It lets me slip all sorts of things into pockets of void space, which isn't bound to either time or space. However, while I could open those pockets at any time, I need the AI's help to form a Recapi- uh, Reciprocative that that could use their stored energy all at once. I suppose you could say they are a necessary expense. I've already put together a spell to activate and use that energy to. All right, everyone, line up. Roger that. Are you all ready? Just say the word. Ryder, if you insist on being no more than a tool, I'll I'll go ahead and use you like one. In this case, you're going to be a switch for my spell. Nothing would please me more. What the what are you trying to do, you insolent little whelp? What I'm trying to say is I made a cannon, but it can only be fired here and now. Connection set. Unlock request adjusting target coordinates. Linking to void layer. Rotate. Connect. Turn. Open. Unfold pocket packets. Do it, Ryder. Huh? Oh, I wonder what I should name these fireworks. Not that it matters. It's a single-use power cannon, pretty far from anything like a rapid-fire barrage. So I think I'll go with something nice and simple. Raniment fireworks. Where? What? Where did you get all that power? Already told you. This is a literal blast from the past. Don't worry too much about where it came from, Gramps. The future's what matters now. A future where you're completely destroyed by a ridiculously simple and absurdly oversized blast of pure power. Now that's what I call a rocking good wake-up call. I am almost jealous you get to experience it firsthand. It was a nice snap sound. Okay. So that's what he was planning and saying. In the meeting, he said that the monster didn't exist. So, okay. Hmm. Everything starts to vanish before my eyes. My foolish, my my foolish beloved wives, the worms nesting within my body, and that is fine. I really believe that now. Now that I am here, I am the last remaining. Now that I am the last remaining fragment of myself, I can clearly see just how awkward and clumsy I have been so far. Myself, twisted beyond recognition, a self that could only exist because of how twisted he had become, and being something so tiny and warped that even God Himself would take no pity on it. It was only a matter of time until my form finally fell apart. I feel relief, a smile coldly. I smile coldly. It seems I really missed my mark this time. Everything feels distant, as though it's happening to someone else. I'm no longer a standalone fairy tale, or the man in it was based on. I'm just a fragment of a conscious mind incapable of understanding almost anything. The only thing I might possibly understand is that I should be the one to close this door for good. So with that last of my pride, though I can't though I can't say for sure, this pride even belongs to me. I reach out my hand. I don't mind. There is not even a saint here after all. And with that, the door, the taboo room is closed, never again to be opened. Hmm. Curse you. This can't be. Did you get him? Liner, did you save us? Ha, no, I didn't come here to rescue you. This is just kind of how things worked out. I figured he was going to interfere in my plans if I didn't take him out soon. That was quite the canon. You used your rider's noble phantasm to draw out activated raniment from your AIs, then use that raniment to prime the pump for a blast made up of identical energy stored in void space. On a high level concept, shield or defensive noble phantasm could have stood up under so an attack powerful of an attack. Oh, I guess at least one of you has an eye for this sort of thing. This massive spell was an inexcruciability, capability tied to his specific location. Not only could you not use it anywhere else, you would likely not have been able to alter its position or even angle. It was a disposable cannon, custom made for this exact situation. To make such a thing, you would need to be able to create an incredibly precise single use spell well ahead of time. Does that mean your code, is a kind of pro- prognostication? Not exactly. I just measure the future and send it where it'll need. Apparently, that's just a thing I can do. You said you are not an AI yourself, right? Although it probably wouldn't make any difference if you were. If you are used if you are used to using memory partition, then you should be able to sense it yourself at least a little. Just because two people share a face doesn't mean they are necessarily the same on the inside. I have no idea what you're talking about. I think he's talking about the clock tower clock tower's short story. I don't want to spoil if any of you haven't read it, so I think, yeah, Tanner of the North has uh, read it in one of his videos, so go ahead. Or if you want to read, I think there is a translated copy available on the Beast Slayer form. So yeah. Anyway, it's really over this time, right? I it better be. I don't ever want to have to fight that thing again. I'd like to just lay down, kick back and relax like Saber's master there. But I need to make sure he's dead this time before I can really let my hair down. I think she is dead. Sakura, are you? Huh? What's going on? Oh, is the governor doing this? Good day, everyone. I'm contacting you all now in my capacity as the overseer of the System Grail War. This one-way transmission is being sent to all Holy Grail War participants simultaneously. Please be aware that I can neither see you nor hear any responses you may give. Now then, down to business. As of this moment, the Rider faction has completely destroyed Caster's spirit core. Okay. As a result, the Master of Rider, the prime AI of transfer, will be given control over all assets of formerly possessed by the Master of Caster, the prime AI of build. As part of this property transfer, the two par- the two partition the two partitions will be moved together and unified to create a new partition named transfer build. Preparations for this world's transformation is currently underway as I speak. So please rest assured that the vibrations you are currently feeling are the side effect of those preparations, not an earthquake. Ha, that sounds genuinely fascinating. World transformation. I think that's what she said, yes. What was that again? Let me search the rules. Okay. In the event of an servant's death, I'm sure many of you are scratching your heads, wondering what I mean. So, as your magnanimous overseer, allow me to explain. Simply put, simply put, do you know what a ginormous gyro compass is? They determine directions based on the rotational movements. You can look up more about them in the database if you are interested. At any rate, this magecraft is a lot like gyro compass. As a system Grail war proceeds, the energy generated causes this internal world to spin, which then causes the zero compass, the paper moon, to refine its base axis. Of course, this is a concept relevant only to this world, not a physical action that takes place in the micro world, macro world. At any rate, please note that the world is about to rotate. My apologies for the inconvenience. It will not take long. In the meantime, I suggest you brace for the inescapable rotational movement that is about to take place. While I have ensured that this world's facility will remain intact, I cannot be held responsible for any accidents that may occur. That is all. I encourage you all to resume your system Grail War efforts once the location have been reset. World transformation, partition unification, rotational movement. Oh no, this is bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this shaking getting stronger? Master, hold on to me. Oh, phase 1 has now been reached. The AEC method is proceeding smoothly. Checking provisional Slaveberg rule. Savedberg rule. Units. Target not met. No problem. This is within expectations. Proposal number 3. Denied by number 2. A few irregularities remain, but for the most part, there are no significant deviations. I recommend the plan continue unchanged. A separate proposal from number 1. One of the irregularities that in the import type, that is the alter ego import master, is currently the one most likely to impede the plan's successful completion. All numbers are in agreement. Monitor the master at elevated priority. If the master should become an impurity, elimination is authorized. However, even in that scenario, continue to prioritize adaptive collections as much as possible. Agreed, agreed, agreed. This plan, this experiment, this production is all to save the world from destruction. It must not be shut down before completion. It must continue at any cost for the sake of the world. Which is why the bird of the underworld surely hopes that the moon will never ascend to the southern sky. Bunch of cryptic stuff. I don't understand, sir. Okay. Whoa. Periphery. Okay. It looks like it's a short one, so yeah, this one is the Rider's one, and this one was Custer, so yeah, they moved. Oh, it moved in a weird way. Okay, new rider stuff. Nothing, it looks the same. A rider's master. He increased the raniment for transfer AIs Type T using Rider's Noble Phantasm, ultimately developing a great cannon spell called Raniment Fireworks. By gathering the raniment which was being stored for future use, he gained the authority to build's prime AI after Caster's defeat and becomes the prime AI for both transfer and build. Following his apparent death, returns to Lancer's hand. He returns as an elderly man, continuing to call himself Makri Zokin. Okay. This is not yet still revealed, okay. And nothing else. Yep, transfer moved from here to here, and grow and transfer changed. Okay. Sure. So that will be it from me today. Lots of stuff happened. We finally dealt with Caster plus the transfer and build got combined. Sakura, something happened to Sakura, so we'll probably see about that next time. And yeah, stuff is happening. It's moving forward. We are on section 9, so yeah. I don't think this was a very long OC, so yeah. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time with section 9. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye.